Selassie, I'm so jealous of him. Selassie, when he came here, he did not redeem the people of Jamaica. Even though we all look towards him and saying that he is our king, he did not redeem us. Because Selassie know who he was, who we were, and who he is. He's an Ethiopian, but we are the children of Israel. You understand? This is the God of the Israelites that we're going to read about just right about. Give me the book of Luke chapter 1 verse 68. Luke 1:68. You see, the thing about it, the God of my people gave my people laws. Gave my people commandment to keep. But my people don't want their God rule and regulation. So therefore, they suffer. What is going on right here? It's the punishment for not hearkening to their God commandment.
Right.
You read that for me?
The book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Lord God of Israel. Lord mean head, ruler. He is the Lord of Israel. Read on.
For he had visited and redeemed his people.
He has visited and redeemed his people. He said he has visited and redeemed his people. They don't know these things. They just live a life, go free, do wherever they pleases. Give me Jeremiah chapter 11 verse 11. That's what they do. They just live a life, go free, with no care in the world, and expect that they don't have to pay for it. But they will pay for it. We read that from
the book of Jeremiah chapter 11 verse 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them.
So when we broke the commandments of God, he said he's going to bring evil upon us. Look what we have gone through. Would it not say that this was evil? That happened to us? Yes. To be lashed to the back looks like this is something evil. At some point when you run away, they call it runaway slaves. They will send the dog to catch you. And sometimes they don't bring you in. They allow the dog to rip you to threads. That's some evil thing that happened to us. The men will rape men. They will rape the women. They will rape the babies. These nations never have no form of remorse to us. You know why? Because we broke the commandment of our God. And we're constantly doing it today. Read on.
Which they shall not be able to escape.
Evil that the Lord is going to bring upon us, we will not be able to escape that evil. We could not escape being put on the slave ship. You understand? We could not escape being shut down in the streets. We could not escape the KKK judgment, the Ku Klux and what they have done to us. We couldn't escape it because we broke the commandment of our God. Though we cry and we bow out, who help us? Who help us? Where was white Jesus to come and help us? Where was the Christian who believed in white Jesus to stand up for your people when your people been lynched in the street?
Wake up!
When they've been burned at the stake? Where is the white Christians who said we all are God's people at that time? We are there to stand up for your people. But they won't say that, they'll say we all are God's people. So if we all are God's people, shouldn't I love my brother as I love myself? Shouldn't that be the case? It's because they know that they are not God's people. And they know who you are.
Right.
Give me the book of Leviticus chapter 26. 26 verse 17. You see, when they broke the Most High commandment, he's a just God, brother. When you have your children and you give your children rule and regulation, you expect them to keep it, right? If not, then you bring forth judgment, right? You beat them. The same thing with God. We think that God is something different.
Right.
So we don't need to keep no commandments, so we don't expect to get no beating.
Right.
But you'll be surprised to know that there's a similarity there with him. The same way we punish our children for go off, he also bring the punishment.
Right.
Read that for me.
The book of Leviticus chapter 26 verses 17. And I will set my face against you.
When you broke the commandment, God set his face against you. When somebody is against you, they don't treat you with love. You understand?
Bring it out.
Bring on.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Before that, God would have protected you from your enemies. But when you brought the commandment, he said you are going to be slain before your enemies. You man, this is what I want. Continue.
They that hate you.
What God said?
They that hate you.
They, the nation, the enemies, they hate you. The other nation, they hate your guts. Yes, the Chinaman open up his throat because why? You're not allowed to come in because you bring in the money. That's why they call black people liquid money. Because so you get the money, so you spend it. So they open up their stores. Look at the beautiful woolly hair. What do? You exchange it out for stringy hair. Because you hate yourself. So what do? They cut their hair and sell it to you. You don't see a Chinaman walking around with woolly hair. You don't see a white man walking around with a woolly hair. No nation won't walk around with your hair. But here you are walking around with the other nation hair on your head. Some of those ears are even hyena ears that make you crazy as their hyenas. You understand? So when you broke God's commandment, this is what they go back to Jeremiah again. Well, finish up. Read up.
They that hate you shall reign over you. And
what shall he do?
Reign over you.
The nations who hate you are going to reign over you. They are going to rule over you. Look around if you see a Chinese man, he's ruling over you. If you see an East Indian man, they are ruling over you. If you see the Caucasian man, they are ruling over you. And God never tell that they love you. He said that they hate you. Because your job on the earth is not to be servants but to be rulers. But guess what with the black man and the black woman? They just can't seem. Let me ask a question, Anatomy. Can you even imagine yourself ruling this earth, can you? At this point, can you see yourself ruling the earth? Ruling over the other nation, and the nation coming to you and to bring what do you say? They will have to come and give an account to what's going on in the earth. They have to report to you. Can you see the other nation reporting to you? No. No, you can't. Because you've been done for so long, the only thing you can see is right before your foot. You cannot see no further than that. You only can see the condition that you're in. You cannot see a way out of the condition that you're in. Because you broke the commandment of God. The kings of the earth are fallen. Right. The princes of the earth are fallen. Right. But it's time for you to wake up. Right. It's time for you to come back. Right. And keep the commandment. How are you going to do that? Give me Jeremiah chapter 7. Jeremiah chapter 7 and start at verse 17. Verse 16.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 16. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up.
Let me say verse 18, that's what I want. Start verse, 16 and verse 16. 6 and verse 16.
The book of Jeremiah 6 verse 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths.
So if you want a better life, you need to go back to the beginning. Right. You need to go back to your forefather way of life when they rule the earth. How that happen? When they walk in the law, statute, and commandment of their God. When they rule over the earth. When Solomon of the greatest kingdom on the earth. When David of the greatest kingdom on the earth. When your people have the greatest kingdom on the earth. When they walk with God. Go back to that time. Read on.
Where is the good way?
Because dear God gave him a good way to walk. Come on.
And walk therein.
Walk therein, come on.
And ye shall find rest.
And you shall what?
Find rest.
When you walk in the good path, you find rest. Let me ask a question. Have we found rest since we were brought over here by the slave ship? Have we gotten any rest? No. No rest. So here God is saying, here is the good path. Walk in it and you will find rest. Come on.
Rest for your soul. But they said, we will not walk therein.
What did the people of Anatomy said?
We will not walk therein.
God, we say keep the commandments. Then you will get the rest. You say you not keep the commandment. Keep the Sabbath day holy. No buying, no selling, no cooking. But guess what? Money is your God. So where's your rest? Right. Where is your rest? You earn wages only to put into a bag with holes. Right. So you will always keep working. And that bag will never be able to be filled. Right. So there will be no rest. Continue to read.
Verse 17. Also I set watchmen over you.
What does God say?
I sent watchmen over you.
God raised up watchmen. These men you see in the purple, they are the watchmen. Right. We are the one who watch out for your soul. Right. We are the one who's telling you what you need to do in order to get the rest, in order for your soul to be saved. Right. Read on.
Saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
Hearken to the sound of the trumpet. Come on.
But they said, we will not hearken. We will not hearken. What? We will not hearken. Therefore, hear ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them.
So God said, you say you will not. You will not hearken. Give me the precept. Give me Jeremiah chapter number 20. Isaiah chapter 20. You say you will not hearken. This is what you're going to know who the watchman is. Watch this.
The book of Isaiah chapter 30 verse 20. Their children.
No, give me a say, yeah, that, yeah. What's behind? Right? No, it's 30. Yes, it's your teacher. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 20. Isaiah 30 and 20. Sorry. So God is sending up this watchman. Hearken to the word. Brothers and sisters, we don't get up every day and go on the street just to make noise. As you see the day approaching, what day? The day of the Lord. When you fail to understand, my people, you are living in the time of the Gentiles. The time when the Gentiles rule the earth. That's the time you're living in. The time when the Chinese rule the earth. The time when the Caucasian rule the earth. The time when the Japanese rule the earth. The East Indian rule the earth. That's the time you're living in. But the time is coming when the Lord of Israel is going to rule. And where would it be found at that time? Here we go.
The book of Isaiah chapter 30 verses 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
The Lord right now, we get the bread of adversity. Look at us. We've been afflicted in every way. In every turn. We have been afflicted. From the time of slavery up to now. Affliction. What is the word of affliction? When you get afflicted, what do you do? What do you do when you get afflicted? What do you do? You bawl. You shed tears. Because you can't take the problem no more. You can't bother with the problem no more. That is the water. Read again. Read again.
And Lord giveth you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction.
That is the water of affliction that you get to drink. You drink your tears, day in, day out. Who give it to us? The Lord for not keeping his commandment. Read on.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Say your teachers will not be removed into corner anymore. Give me one we say, you your pass behind and say, this is where. He's saying the teacher will not be removed into corner anymore. Which means say what? You're going to see your teachers on the streets. Right. Every crimson, every corner, you're going to see them. Read on.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
What the Bible said to the people of Anatobe?
Thy eyes shall see thy teachers.
What the Bible said about the people of St. Mary?
Thy eyes shall see thy teachers.
And that Bible has been fulfilling your eyes and not beholding your teachers. You are the people of the Most High God. You are the children of Israel. You can only forget it, but that will not change the fact who you are. That's why the curse that God put on the children of Israel is still on you. Don't forget who you are. The curse remains. Read on.
And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it.
God said, your ears will hear a voice behind you. Why? Because though we are calling out to you, brother, sister, can I get a minute? You walk by, but the word of God is still behind you, so you hear the word. And what the word said?
Saying, this is the way, walk there in it.
This is the way. This is the way. Walk in it. Come on.
When ye turn to the right.
When you turn to the right, you're going to see us. To go to Spanish Town, we are there. Montego Bay, we are there. If you go to Ocho, we are there. Wherever you go, you're going to hear us. Read.
And when ye turn to the left.
When you turn to the left, come on.
Ye shall define also the covering.
So this is what we are here to. Give me the book of Romans chapter 11 verse 13. This is what you're going to hear we say. Romans chapter 11 verse 13. We're not wasting no more. We have a short time. And though you allow your pride and your lust to rule you, you're going to pay for that.
Right.
Because your lust is what causing that to hearken to God's word. You want to fulfill your lust when you say you love the Lord. But God said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Women feel like they must just provocatory in the public. Man feels it's okay for man to lie with man. And yet still you're going to say you love God.
Right.
What you love is your lust. It's not God you love.
Right.
You love your lust. You come out on the Sabbath, you broke that Sabbath. You say, okay, I must serve God tomorrow. Sunday is not the Sabbath because God of Israel is the Lord of the Sabbath.
Right.
He's not the Lord of the day that you choose.
Right.
Here we go.
The book of Romans chapter 13 verses 11. And that, knowing the time.
Knowing the time, come on.
No is high time.
No is the time. This is the right time. Not tomorrow. Not the day after tomorrow. But now is the time. Read on.
To awake out of sleep.
Bible let you know right here that children of Israel are sleeping. That's why you're living the way that you're living because you're sleeping. You don't even understand what it means to be a king. You don't even understand what it means to rule an empire because you sleep. But God says it's time for you to wake up.
We'll work with anybody and form coalition with anybody that has revolution on their mind. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary.
But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. We want freedom by any means necessary. We want justice by any means necessary.
This is a revolution of God. This time that we're living in, the greatest time on earth, revolution. Spiritual and biblical revolution. All these lives will be shut down in earth.
You can tell by my gait that I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if it's a